All right, it's 5 a.m. We're heading to the airport. I got up on time this morning, up at 2. Already got most of my emails out and everything settled for the morning. But our flight's at 7 and we're off to Alaska. So this is an exciting day. I'm all packed, ready to go. We've cleaned up everything around the RV. Totally slipped in mud because, well, in Seattle it rains a lot. So here we go. Next visuals will be of amazing. Now this has happened. Dragged all down the highway. Totally destroyed. This is bad. Really bad. I think this is actually the least filled plane I've been on. No problem with overhead space. Well, minor miracles. We made it here. We have lots of space, and I have coffee. And they told me I had my whole row to myself, but it turns out I have like the entire front cabin or the back. We're leaving Seattle. Here we go. So beautiful today. So excited. Now, is this a view or what? Look at this. Oh, wow. Look at this incredible view. Oh my gosh. Amazing. We're just coming in to see land. Wow. Look at all the windmills. Here we come. See the mountains in the background. It's just sand. There's no water on it. It looks like there's water, but there isn't. Here we come into the land space. Wow. Very first store when we get off the airplane. It's all covered in fur. Goodness. I find this very confusing. Warm ice cream sandwiches. I hope it's better than warm beer. Okay, so we've just landed in Alaska, and not gonna lie, our first view is cold and rainy. Not too exciting yet. All right, well, we just got some great news. We've been invited to attend a tribal planning meeting. So I'm very excited because this is something I really wanted to learn while we were here in Alaska, to be able to understand more about the Native people and what it is they're experiencing, what they need, and how the federal government can help. I am not well versed in this area, so this is going to be a big learning process for me. Meanwhile, they've just talked about the president asking Ukraine to investigate one of the candidates, former Vice President Joe Biden, and his son. This is not good. Not good at all. This isn't the way we should be doing business in the country. I think that goes without saying. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, or hate politics. This is not the way we should be operating. Nonetheless, nothing I can do about it today, so my job is to keep trucking and to go learn. So I'm gonna go listen. Well, all right, so that was a crazily interesting meeting. First off, in the middle of the meeting, it started hailing. It's September and there's hail outside, so it was beating against the windows, which was unbelievable. But this was amazing. They were teaching everybody how to apply for grants and how to work with the federal government. So it was completely within my swim lane and understanding. What I found fascinating is we were trying to solve multiple problems at the same time. Education, looking at food security for the elderly population, and then also looking at climate change and the enormous impact that it's having on Alaskans. This is a hotbed for exemplar activity for what natural disasters can do. In other words, they were making jokes about the fact that they are so resilient and so ready that when there's a major earthquake, by Monday, they've already cleaned it all up. Their reaction time is stupendous. Their ability to work together as a community is exceptional. We could learn so much that would help the entire nation right here. And we're underutilizing their knowledge. The other thing that really came out was the tradition of story. Right? Most of us know that Native Americans have a rich history and narrative, but we're spending a lot of time spending research dollars studying it. Why don't we talk to the source? Why don't we talk to the experts in the area? This is something that is taught in the school system. It is taught within the community, and it could be beneficial to everyone. So we made a lot of contacts, and we'll be looking forward to some interviews. It was fascinating. Now we're off to the next event, which is going to be a film about climate change and the impact. It's going to be shown around the world, and we're going to be part of it. So here we go.
With the mountains in the background.
Seriously, $4 movies. Here we go. And they serve pizza.
There are days when you wonder.
Well, this has been literally one of the coolest movie theaters I've ever been in. There's a ton of character here. We saw Anthropocene, which I can't show you unfortunately because it's in the theater, but it's intended to be shown around the world in line with the UN discussions that are being held on climate change right now. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It details all of the changes that are happening around the world and brings to light how we're really destroying it. One of the last lines is how carbon dioxide levels are the highest they've been in 66 million years. Kind of puts it in perspective, doesn't it? And it's just apropos that we're here in Alaska, where it's one of the first places affected in our country. And as I learned in the meeting today, we're ignoring it. We should be learning. All right, well, I am definitely fading. However, we've been invited to go and see some traditional dancing. I can't pass it up. It's interesting how low all the businesses and architecture are, but look at that background. Are those mountains beautiful or what? Now that's the best Walmart sign I've seen with the with the mountains in the background.
I love the fact that everybody's sitting here in a caring, curing environment, passing on culture
It's pretty awesome.
and having a beautiful time. It is. It's I get to see it like every week too. So
Wow. Wow.
I mean, every other day you can find someone. This is their culture, our culture, just absorbing everything and just passing it on. I hear kids crying, it's like that. Where else are you gonna find this? Not in Oklahoma, not in Chicago, no New York. Come to AK, baby.